Well, I have been highlighting here on my channel the very wide, large-scale protests you've been seeing from farmers against the green agenda, against EU red tape and rules. We've seen it from the Dutch, we've seen it in Poland, we've seen it in Romania, and now we're seeing it in France. And I think what's really interesting about what's going on in France is right at the heart of this, you've got a situation where farmers are rallying against a system ultimately controlled by the European Union. President Macron, rather than being able to deliver what his voters, what his country, what his farmers want to see, is actually reduced simply to going to the EU and asking, please, can you change a few things? You had a French MEP today, by the way, highlighting the fact that there are not only armoured vehicles in Paris, but barbed wire in Brussels. That was this morning in front of the European Parliament, apparently. He said there, visibly, the peasant revolt, which is rumbling in Europe, is worrying a few people. And of course, you've had in France a siege of Paris, effectively 15,000 police officers deployed nationwide. You've had tractor protests, more than 1,000 tractors blocking strategic motorways around the French capital. And as I said, look at the state of affairs that you have if you're inside the EU. Macron apparently going to meet Ursula von der Leyen, of course, the EU Commission President, in an attempt to obtain EU measures in favour of French farmers. Key decisions taken in Brussels rather than Paris. That is right at the heart of all of this. In the many reports you have seen, very clear that French farmers, even if they're not advocating leaving the EU, are not happy with Brussels. But here is the thing. You see one quoted there is saying, the problem is that the EU commissioners have too much power. They are the ones imposing all this bureaucracy. And yes, inside the EU, ordinary voters can't do anything about that whatsoever. Some farmers, though, seem very anti-EU. You had Florian Philippot here of the Patriots Party with a farmer where you can actually see long live freedom, long live Frexit, long live our liberation. Indeed, setting fire to an EU flag. But yeah, make no mistake about it, these big, large-scale farmer protests happening in the run-up to the European elections. The establishment clearly worried, given farmers increasingly slamming EU targets and the green agenda. Let me know what you make of all of that in the comments below, though, please, guys. I will keep bringing you all the latest on this and more, of course. So please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And, of course, as ever, cheers for watching.